Merdeka 118 at 678.9 meters. It is Malaysia's tallest skyscraper and among the tallest in the world. While part of the building is completed, you will notice there are still unfinished sections. Today, I'm going in checking out what's done, what's under construction, and how the skyline is changing. Let's roll. Hey everybody, Uncle Go Traveling here. I'm doing a 4-day trip across Peninsular Malaysia, stopping at 5 towns and cities, all by railway and road. I begin in Johor Bahru, then ride up to Kluang, then Kuala Lumpur, onward bus to Taiping, then continue by train to Bukit Mentajam, and finally end in Alostar. It is going to be a cross-country road adventure. Landscape, local shops, train life, and more. Join me in this overland journey. My second stop, Kuala Lumpur. After a 3.5 hour of journey on the ETS from Kluang, I finally reached in the capital of Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur. The city skyline peeks through the window as the train slows down. And here it is, the heart of the nation railway network, KL Sentral. KL Sentral isn't just a train station. It is the largest transportation hub in Malaysia. And until as recent as 2021, it held the title of the largest train station in Southeast Asia.
Thank you.
Designed as an intermodal transportation hub, KL Sentral connects almost every major passenger railway line in the city. And from here, you can catch intercity trains to places like Kluang, Ipoh, and Butterworth. But this place isn't all about trains. KL Sentral is also a mammoth complex that also houses a huge shopping mall, NU Sentral. Climbing up these flights of steps brings me straight into the shopping world of Kuala Lumpur. NU Sentral is directly connected to the transportation hub, offering travelers a mix of shops, cafes, and restaurants. Everything from quick bites to brand name stores. This is Malaysia's very first transumer mall. That means transit consumer. A concept designed to make life convenient for travelers on the go. Looking up from the atrium of NU Sentral, I can't help but feel a little country pumpkin gawking at the big city lights. That is the charm of Kuala Lumpur. I do not plan to hang around the mall for long. It's almost 9 p.m. now. While I was still on the train, I made a quick hotel reservation for the night. The accommodation is nothing fancy. I usually go for a budget stay within walking distance from the train station. Walking from KL Sentral to my hotel gives me some quiet time to think about what to do in Kuala Lumpur for the next 18 hours or so. I have made quite a number of videos on Kuala Lumpur already. So this time, I just want to explore freely, to go where the mood takes me, without any fixed plan. The walk from KL Sentral to my hotel is about 4 kilometers, easy and relaxing in the cool tropical night air. KL feels safe enough for me to walk at this hour. Following the train tracks and walking along the Klang River, I eventually reach the central market area. By around 10 p.m., most of the shops are closing. The shop slows down after a long day. At this junction where the Klang River meets the Gombak River, you will find the River of Life, a beautiful lit promenade project that transformed this whole area. It is hard to believe this used to be one of those dim, quiet shortcuts I would hurry through years ago. Kuala Lumpur has definitely changed. More lights, more life, and a lot more charm. My hotel for the night is called Swing and Pillows, right in the Little India district of Kuala Lumpur. There are plenty of budget hotels within a short walk from KL Sentral, and this one seems decent for a quick stopover. My hotel check-in was smooth. The staff is polite and helpful. And the room? Nothing to shout about. No windows, a comfortable single bed, and a small attached bathroom. Simple, clean, and quiet. After a long day of travel, this is my small slice of luxury for the night. It is almost 10:30 p.m. and I have just started down with my gear and bags. Tonight, I'm focusing on the Ampang area, one of many local favorite night spots for late night eats. Originally, I figured it might be quiet, since it is a midweek night and an unearly hours now. But no, I'm surprised to see the lights still shining bright all around me. The sounds of sizzling woks, chatters, and food smells are pulling me towards Jalan Kamunting. Jalan Kamunting is one of the neighborhoods tucked into the center of Kuala Lumpur. This place used to be a settlement for the tin miners community in the colonial era. Now, it transformed into a vibrant district of the Malaysian capital. This place caters for all budgets, roadside stores, and serious eateries in the old shophouses. I haven't actually walked Ampang on foot like this before. Usually, I ride the subway or sit in a car. But tonight, walking is the way to know this part of the town. It's not hard to get your bearings either. Tall buildings lit up in the night like the Petronas Twin Tower and the KL Towers help you navigate. Ironically, the super tall Merdeka 118 is further south of the KL city center, so it doesn't help so much here. One shock, at this hour, the city seems so young. 11 p.m. and there are still people eating around, walking and socializing. Where do they come from at this time? I stumbled onto Sembang at Matik. It is literally a food court on lorry, mobile restaurant, Malaysian style. For those who prefer something more upscale, there is Saloma KL in the same precinct. Beautiful place, white building, golden light, dining like a king in a palace. This restaurant showcased dishes spanning Malaysia 14 states. You can even find nasi kandar on the same street. Simple setup, hearty flavor. The KL food scene has really leveled up, from street side makan to fancy restaurants. There's something for every budget. A few steps away from the Saloma KL, and I stumble upon this huge market. All-you-can-eat durian night market. Durians literally from all states in Malaysia stack up. Midnight durian feast? Seriously, I didn't expect this. Turns out, KL is no slouch when it comes to durian. A bit later, I walk over towards the road junction in front of KLCC. This location gives the best photo shots of KLCC or Petronas Twin Tower at night. Be careful though, it can be crowded, even this late. Freelance photographers, tourists, all working the shots. Even close to midnight, there is a steady stream of people. I stopped by the glass-fronted GER building to capture my reflection, and the reflection of the city mirrors in the pane. Then, I make my way to the newest IG favorite, the Saloma Link. The stunning pedestrian bridge connects Kampung Baru and KLCC. Getting there is easy, but you have to walk a bit. Start at the KLCC junction, then walk into the Mark Lane. Even at this hour, you will find stall holders peddling tidbits and drinks. Follow the well-lit path and you will find the bridge. On your left, you will notice a Muslim cemetery. Yes, you are close. And then, bingo, you will see the beautifully lit bridge draped in Malaysia colors, with KLCC as backdrop. Inside the bridge, the tunnel lights effect gives a surreal feeling as you walk through. If you want pictures without crowd, come outside peak hour. Yes, it is one of the latest Instagram spots in Kuala Lumpur. Open nightly from about 7 PM until midnight. Now, I'm heading back to my room. I'm done. Totally checked out. It has been one long day. I woke up at 5 AM this morning in Singapore, rushed for the train at JB, and now, nearly 19 hours and 350 kilometers later, I'm in Kuala Lumpur. But you know what? Every step of it feels worth it.
The next day.
Good morning from Kuala Lumpur. I've just checked out, so now heading my way towards to get my breakfast. When people talk about Little India in Kuala Lumpur, most will think of the one in Bricksfield, right beside KL Sentral. This is the larger, more established Indian enclave. But not many know there's another. A mini Little India right in the city center, along Jalan Masjid, India, just a short walk away from Chinatown, and where I stay for the night. Historically, this area grew around the early Indian Muslim traders during the tin mining days. And even today, you can still find that history in the air. Street stalls selling flower garlands, small temples hidden behind the narrow lanes, and shops selling Indian stuff, all blending into the hue of KL city life. What I love most about this neighborhood is the contrast. I am in the heart of Kuala Lumpur, surrounded by modern buildings, yet this small little enclave still keeps its Indian soul. As I walk through the streets, I'm reminded that KL isn't just about tall buildings or fancy malls. It is these pockets of everyday life where tradition and modernity meets that gives this city its true colors. After checking out of my hotel, I made my way to Chinatown. Going there not for souvenir or tourist traps. Actually, I'm heading straight to my favorite coffee spot, Fuhua Kopitiam. But here's the thing, it is closed. Really? The little back alley where the Kopitiam used to sit now, it looks like a major renovation site. It just makes me wonder, will this place vanish forever? I was here less than a year ago and things felt familiar. Now, it's like Chinatown is undergoing a makeover. Are they turning this into something like a Disneyland-style Chinatown? I hope not. Just look at its neighbor, the Singapore Chinatown. Sure, it is clean, shiny, but some of that soul is lost. Let KL keep its character, its grumpy corners, its kopitiam tucked behind the market. That's the version of KL I fell in love with. I know this place as PuduRaya, but for the past many years, it is now known as Pudu Sentral. For those of us of a certain age, this used to be the old KL bus terminal. Literally, every bus heading in and out of KL seems to pile right in front of this building. And yes, perpetual traffic jam were part of its charm and headache. Now, all buses shifted to Terminal Persepadu Selatan, TBS, the new hub for long-distance routes. So PuduRaya found itself empty from then on. A few years ago, I read that creative businesses were trying to breathe new life into Pudu Sentral to revive the space. So today, as I walk past, I decided to swing inside just to see how that transformation is working out. Unfortunately, what I'm seeing are mostly vacated shops, empty corridors, echo of what once was. The rejuvenation effort seems to have bitten the dust. Many of the locals said it's past its peak. The only buses still operating out of here are a handful to places like KLIA or Genting Highlands. That's about it. I walked down one of the old flights of steps and suddenly memories hit me. I used to board the bus out of KL from here, just like that. The squeak of the bus doors, the chatters of passenger, the whole off we go feeling feels like yesterday. Those memories. I swear I seem to have more memories of Kuala Lumpur than I do of Singapore. I don't arrive in Kuala Lumpur with a checklist or a packed agenda anymore. Back in the days, I used to make KL my weekend playground. I even worked and lived here for a few months. So in a way, KL always felt like a home away from home. Now, when I'm back, I just want to soak up the vibe, watch the city breathe, and see how it's getting better each time I visit. One thing I have been keeping an eye on lately is Merdeka 118. I've seen it grow in news updates in my previous visits. We are talking about topping out in November 2021, full structural completion around November 2023. But you can still find parts of it, like the observation deck and the mall, under construction and aiming for a full opening maybe in the late 2026. What's cool about this building is that you don't really need a map to spot it. Being one of the world's tallest buildings, it stands out in central KL. You will see it from many angles. I heard there will be a subway directly underneath eventually. Until then, I'm walking in from the main road, or you can hail a cab if you prefer. Let's take a peek. I do not want to trespass or get too close to the construction zone, just to stay on the safer side. Visually though, you can still see there's some way to go to a fully constructed building. On the flip side, the Park Hyatt Kuala Lumpur Hotel in the same building is fully built and open. Hotel booking started in August 2025. There is a separate entrance next to the construction site. I wandered through one of the doorway and into the completed wing. Aside from a lobby leading to the lift upstairs, it was quiet, a bit empty. I did not push further. I'm here to observe, not to impose. I wasn't sure which entrance was the actual hotel one, so I guess the carpet design gave a hint. I tried the lift up to level 2, got stopped politely by a staff member. Yeah, me dressed too casually for the luxury scene. I introduced myself as a content creator doing a field study for my channel. Of course, that did not get me anywhere, and I turned back. Every time I make my way back to Kuala Lumpur, I notice something new. The city keeps changing. Shopping malls sprouting out, older places getting fresh energy. This time, I am at Lalaport, Bukit Bintang city center. Lalaport is the newest big mall in town. And get this, part of the building used to be the old Pudu prison. They have preserved a section of the old exterior wall and the main gate and incorporated it into the fountain park area inside the mall. I find that very thoughtful. To put things in perspective, Lalaport first phase opened some years ago. But the new Mitsui Outlet Park section inside Lalaport BBCC just opened on 1st August 2025. If you are into Japanese-style malls, Lalaport is probably for you. Mitsui, the developer, and they have brought in the first in Malaysia type stores for some brands. But full disclosure, I went in excited for the outlet section, but I was a little underwhelmed. The outlet brand mix didn't really wow me. Maybe because some stores are still opening in phases, so it didn't give me that fully alive yet. The foot traffic was quite light when I was there. It might be due to it is a weekday morning. Then I hit the food court and found a treat. I was starving from all the walking this morning, and no queue at the store of Namhyong chicken rice. Yes, the one that is on the Michelin Bib Gourmet list.
给我一个白鸡饭 A2。
At just 13 ringgit 90 cents for a plate is good value. The bean sprouts are Ipoh style, those fat and juicy ones, and the soup plus the rice didn't disappoint. I eat my chicken rice messy, like I always do when I'm really enjoying something. This is the perfect way to wrap up this long KL day. But no time to linger, I'm off. Time to leave this place, Kuala Lumpur. No time to lose. Truth to be told, I have not used the KL subway for years. So here am I, in front of the ticket vending machine, awkwardly wrestling with a ticket machine for the subway. And it doesn't help that there are so many train stations now, with different subway lines to everywhere. I originally planned to catch a rail trip out of KL for this leg of the journey. But too bad, the ETS train ticket out of Kuala Lumpur was totally sold out when I checked the website yesterday. So no choice, I'm heading to the bus terminal at TBS instead. I have been to this bus terminal a couple of times, so this station isn't foreign to me. But today, the crowd seems manageable, and yes, I booked my bus ticket online ahead of time. The bus platform is located under the main ticket lobby. After a bit of waiting, I finally boarding the bus coach. Where am I heading next?
Taiping, right?
Is Taiping. Thank you for watching this video this far. If you enjoyed this ride so far and want to follow my Northern Malaysia adventure, please drop a like and subscribe. I am Uncle Go Travelling, and up next, the underrated and under-travelled Taiping.